Welcome to our countdown of the top 10 amazing new upcoming games of 2024 and 2025. Let's begin. Killing Floor 3 first-person shooter set in the year 2091, where players join the rebel group Nightfall to fight against a horde of bioengineered monstrosities known as Zeds. These creatures are created by the sinister megacorporation Horan, and the game's objective is to survive waves of Zeds while building up your skills and arsenal. The gameplay includes a mix of fast-paced combat, enhanced graphics, and new features like electrified mines, combat drones, and heavy weaponry, such as revolving shotguns and flamethrowers. Lost Soulside is an action RPG developed by Ulti Zero Games and heavily inspired by titles like Final Fantasy and Devil May Cry. The game features fast-paced combat, stunning visuals, and an epic fantasy storyline centered on Khazar, a warrior who becomes fused with a symbiotic entity called Arena, set in a world ravaged by war and invaded by mysterious monsters. Khazar embarks on a journey not to save the world, but to find personal redemption and survival. Dinos Reborn is an open-world first-person survival game set in a prehistoric sci-fi world. Players find themselves stranded on a dangerous planet overrun by dinosaurs and must navigate between being the hunter and the hunted. The game features a blend of exploration, crafting, and survival mechanics. You'll need to gather resources, build tools and shelters, and fend off dinosaurs and other threats to survive. City of Ashes is an upcoming post-apocalyptic third-person isometric fighting game developed by Battlefields. The game focuses on intense melee combat with some use of improvised weapons. The storyline follows Chris, a former MMA fighter, who embarks on a dangerous journey to rescue his kidnapped daughter Charlotte from a gang of cannibals in a decaying urban environment.
Good night. Back soon, I promise.
Rise and shine, princess. You'll be the main course of this evening. It won't hurt a bit.
Dune Awakening is an open-world survival MMO set in the vast desert landscape of Orus, developed by Funcom. The game lets players explore the dangerous world of Dune, where survival depends on mastering the desert's challenges, including sandstorms, water scarcity, and sandworms. Players will engage in combat resource, gathering, crafting, and political intrigue, striving to dominate the planet and control the valuable spice.
Befriend or betray those you meet. Form a wary alliance, in this case, a spit dart rifle and a still suit, for your help taking down territorial deserters. Working with others will always increase your chance of staying alive. Your choice of weapons and abilities determines your strategy. Swordmasters lead the charge into battle, literally, Repel ranged attacks with a shield, and then take them out, one by one. Deploy the Hunter-Seeker and kill.
Wuchang Fallen Feathers Souls-like action RPG developed by Lani Games and published by 5 & 5 Games, set in the late Ming Dynasty. The game is filled with supernatural elements and historical influences. Players will explore the land of battling monstrous enemies and uncovering the truth behind a mysterious disease that transforms people into feathered beings. The combat system is inspired by other difficult action games in the genre, offering deep character progression and weapon customization. Mouse is an upcoming first-person shooter inspired by 1930s rubber hose animation, drawing comparisons to the visual style of classic cartoons like Mickey Mouse and Cuphead. The game combines gritty noir elements with action-packed gameplay, placing players in the shoes of a private investigator in a corrupt city overrun with crime. The unique art style, combined with a variety of weapons like Tommy guns and explosives, adds a fun twist to the traditional shooter. Exclusion Zone is a sequel to the 2021 survival horror RPG Chernobylite, developed by the Farm 51st game, is set once again in the Chernobyl Exclusion Zone. Players take on the role of a plane walker, exploring an open world filled with mutated creatures and various factions. The game will feature enhanced base-building mechanics, steam management, and cooperative missions. Players can switch between different character builds on the fly using a system called plane walking, offering flexibility in combat situations. Indiana Jones and the Great Circle is a first-person action-adventure game developed by Machine Games and published by Bethesda, set in 1937. The game takes place between the events of Raiders of the Lost Ark and The Last Crusade. Indiana Jones must uncover the secrets of an ancient power, known as the Great Circle, while facing off against sinister forces around the globe. Players can expect a mix of exploration puzzles and iconic whip-based combat with less emphasis on gunplay to stay true to Indies.
A discovery that could change the world.
What were you doing out there?
Fresh air! We have to find the stones, Gina. Or they will. If you were to draw a line through these ancient sites around the globe, you'd get a perfectly aligned circle.
Little Nightmares 3 is the next installment in the horror puzzle platformer series developed by Supermassive Games. The story follows two new characters, Lo and Alone, as they journey through the eerie and twisted world of the Spiral, trying to escape the horrors within. Unlike the previous games, Little Nightmares 3 introduces an online co-op feature where two players can work together to solve puzzles and survive terrifying encounters.